Okay, welcome to the call, everyone. Thanks for jumping on today. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Can you see the slides, Dr. Curt?
I can.
Okay, great. I'm just going to close the door here. Hang on a second. All right, great. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay, awesome. So thanks for jumping on everyone today. I hope you've had a great week. So we're going to talk about the Timeless Beauty skincare range from Sisel International, a youthful skin at any age. And we're going to talk about 2 skin care secrets and their specific tools that you can use to enhance your results. So if you missed them last time, we'll cover them today. It's a really great tool, or 2 tools that you can use. So we'll start with the first slide, just talking about bathroom and personal care. Curt, do you want to jump in?
You bet. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, great.
All right. Well, this is something that really was surprising when I first heard it. It takes less than a half a minute for you to put something on your skin for it to be found in your urine. So it passes through your skin, through all your cells, through the bloodstream, and down into the kidneys where it's filtered out into the urine. It takes less than a half a minute. So just think about that, folks. When you're putting on skincare products that contain all these different things like Katie has on the slide here: formaldehyde, antifreeze, brake fluid, engine degreaser, floor cleaners, shop floor cleaners, and all these different things. And you might say, oh no, my product doesn't have any of that stuff. Well, I would bet that it certainly does. And if you go to the Sizzle Safe brochure on toxins in your products and you just start looking, I was having this conversation with somebody when I was out elk hunting last week, and I said, you'd be surprised at what's in your products. And it's scary.
Yeah, definitely. And, these things don't impact us like in the immediate moment, but over the long term, what are they doing to our body, building up slowly in our system, in our tissues, and making our body toxic and sick. And they can definitely have a big impact on your overall health. So the regulation of chemicals in Australia, it comes under the cosmetic regulations in Australia. You actually are not required to have a license to start manufacturing cosmetics in Australia. You don't even need a GMP, good manufacturing practice. You don't have to submit your products to any government agency for safety assessment or approval before releasing them onto the market. And there's no checklist covering all the elements you're required to include on a cosmetic label. So that is of great concern. So really, when you are buying personal care products, beauty products, skincare products, makeup, you want to be buying them from a reputable manufacturer, someone that you can trust and that And obviously, we love the Sizzle range because we know that the Mowers own their own manufacturing plant. They're certified GMP. They produce all their own products, and all their products are vigorously tested for contaminants, purity, and they use only safe ingredients.
What's amazing, Katie, is that, and I don't know if you have a slide on this later, but if you look in the United States and you look in Australia and then you look over in Europe and you look over in Japan, there's different ingredients that are allowed in each country. And United States is really lax on everything. We allow like 3,000 different toxic ingredients to be put in our products that other countries don't allow. And it's all grandfathered in. And the main reason why is because all of these big manufacturers, they started crying. It's like, oh, you're going to make us pull that stuff out. Can you imagine if people find out that you made us do that? That's why it got, and sorry about my whiny voice, but that's what they do.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, definitely there's a number of ingredients that you want to avoid. So here's some of the ingredients. Do you want to read through a few of these, Dr. Curt?
You bet. Well, you look at like different kind of face creams and neck creams and stuff like that. Diethylamines, monoethylamines, lanolin, and you think, oh, lanolin, oh, that's just safe. No, it's not. Glycerin, it's not safe. Mineral oil, propylene glycol. Next time you look at the antifreeze that goes in your car, look at what the ingredient is. propylene glycol, and then get sodium lauryl and sodium lauryl sulfates, right, which are used as engine degreasers and cleaners, and they're putting that in there. And why do they put it in there? Because they make it so it soaks into your skin deeper. It pulls these toxic ingredients in there. And then dioxins, right? Dioxins is one of the ingredients that's found in Agent Orange, and for those, some of you that are young, you probably don't know what Agent Orange is, but look at that stuff. It's from way back in the days of Vietnam. And then parabens, people think, oh, paraffin, they think, oh, it's just a wax. No, paraben with a B. It's not safe. It's toxic. It comes from petroleum distillation. And so we can replace that with things like Actify 6000. I've got a tube of it right here on my dining room table. I've got more over on my coffee table. I've got some more upstairs in my bathroom, and I have it in different places because I use it. And I use it for different things because it adds moisture to my skin. I mean, I'm outside a lot. I'm in the wind. I was just up on the mountain and elk hunting. It was windy, it was sunny, 80 degrees, and my skin is just getting beat up, and I don't want to look like I'm 110 when I'm 110. I want to look younger than that. So I use products like the Actify 6000, and I use the Transfusion, Katie.
Yeah, absolutely. So how our skin ages, one of the biggest causes of aging to the skin is actually UV damage. So ladies or men, if you're watching this, you want to protect your face from the sun. I see so many people sunning their face, sitting at a table out. You might be having a coffee or lunch. You've got the sun directly beaming down on your face. If you are concerned about, your skin on your face, then you definitely want to be wearing a hat and UV protection if you want to minimize the effects of aging on the face. Excess UV light is cancer causing, period. People get skin cancers because they get too much exposure to UV on their skin. And the older we get, the more susceptible we are. So we want to be even more mindful as we age about protecting our skin. Dehydration, obviously, the more dehydrated you are, the more wrinkles you're going to have. Exposure to chemicals, you can see that in this picture on the slide there. You can see a lot of environmental toxins floating around in the air, pollution from the cars and that. And I mean, gee, it'll be great once everyone's got electric cars, because obviously we'll have nice clean air. Probably the average life expectancy will go up about 7 years once that happens on the planet. But that's another story. But yeah, those chemicals in the air stick to your skin. They get into the system and they accelerate the aging of your face. They find that people that live in the country versus in the city, they'll have a different complexion with their skin. Obviously, diet plays a big part. And then, of course, nutrient deficiency. So if you're deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, your skin is not going to look as good as somebody who's not deficient and has adequate supply of nutrients. Do you want to add anything here, Curt?
No, I'm going to leave that alone. I was going to say something about electric cars, but I won't.
Okay. UVA and UVB, so the different rays from the sun, and they reach the different layers of the skin. Do you want to touch on this one a little bit?
You bet. If you think of just an easy acronym to think of, ultraviolet, and then the A, aging, ultraviolet B, burning. So it's ultraviolet B that causes your skin to get all sunburnt and red and things like that. It's the UVA that actually causes the aging. And people think, well, the sun isn't shining today. It's cloudy outside. I'm not going to get any exposure. Well, wrong, because UVA, it goes through the clouds and it bounces, even up here in North Dakota in the middle of the winter, it bounces against the snow and it reflects through the glass. And it can cause, you might not get a sunburn, but you're going to get aging skin if you're sitting by a window and you don't have protection. So even if you're inside, you want to make sure and put things on like the Transfusium and the Actify, because it does protect it.
Yeah, definitely. So you can see here, this was a driver. This is actually a female driver, and one side of the face was exposed to the sun and the other was not. You can see that the damage done to the skin on the left side of the face. Actually, that says right on the slide. It's obviously her left side, our right, but her left. So the UV light damages the DNA and causes issues there with the cells replicating, and then they get these kind of deep crevices as the skin folding back on itself, trying to protect itself. So that's just an example of how much wrinkling UV can actually do to your face. So yeah, you definitely don't want that. And here, this is just further a further example. You've got these rhomboidal pattern on the back of the neck. You see there, that person's let their neck be exposed directly to UV light continuously, and you've got these deep lines in there. And then the gentleman on the right has chronic sun damage. Just his face has been out in the sun all the time. You know, he's got these really deep lines, deep furrowing, plaques, and skin extra lines, and he's even got cysts on his face. So again, UV. So that's then what has to be at the top of the list. And yeah, slip, slap. Wear a safe sunscreen, sunglasses, hat, and keep yourself covered. Molecular weight. Do you want to touch on this one a little bit, Dr. Curt, about molecular weight of ingredients? Because people can go out there and buy any skincare on the market, but what are the actual ingredients in that skincare, and what is the molecular weight?
You bet. Well, think of molecular weight as basically being this, that the size of the particle, your skin has got these real tight junctions between the skin cells. And what happens is that it only allows certain size particles to get through. That's why you don't have to worry about dirt going down into your skin, like having a dirty filter, like an air filter or whatever, right? It filters it out. But you have to have the size of the particle to be the right size to get in and actually do the protection. And so that's what this is kind of showing here, is that the little purple thing, that's the right size that gets through, and it actually protects the cell.
Yeah, definitely. And so ingredients are designed to work at the level that is needed. So often products that you buy on the supermarket shelf, they'll have ingredients in them that'll just pass straight through the layers of the skin into the bloodstream. But the manufacturers have the ability, when they're designing these products, to change the molecular size or the molecular weight of the ingredients. And then that changes where the ingredients reach, like how deep into the skin they reach. We don't want them going into the bloodstream. We want them to go down into the deeper layers of the skin, but not pass through into the bloodstream. Do you want to comment a little bit on that?
You bet. Well, I mean, just like Katie just says, you don't want them to get into your bloodstream. You're not getting UV damage down your bloodstream. What you want to do is you want to get them so that they're deep enough into the outer layer that they provide that protection, so the UVAs are reflected, but they're not going to wash off on the first time that you sweat or anything like that.
Yeah, fantastic. So Sisel have their full range of skincare, and this is sort of the amount of that you need from each product. So they go a long way. So they're not supermarket brand cheap, of course not, because we've got high quality products with high quality ingredients. But if you use them correctly, also they will last a tremendous amount of time, and you can see the amount to use for each different product there. So that's just something helpful. Exfolium, this is a great one. Do you want to talk on exfolium, Curt?
You bet. Well, I remember when Tom Sr. and I were talking about exfoliants, and he said, oh, no, he's never going to come out with an exfoliant. And then the very next year, he comes out with exfolium. And exfolium uses like a real strong vitamin C. And what it does, and a couple other ingredients, but basically what it does is it gets the old, dead, dry, damaged skin cells so that they peel off. And then what it does, it rejuvenates the young, healthy skin underneath and makes it so that you have fresh skin cells.
Yeah, fantastic. Great product. The firming facial cleanser, I really like this because it's really important to maintain moisture in your skin, and as we age, the skin loses moisture, and the drier your skin becomes, the more wrinkles you get. When you're young, your skin's nice and supple, has lots of moisture. The firming facial cleanser is a great product because it actually is designed to remove all the dirt and toxins that build up on the skin, but it leaves the skin feeling soft and moisturized, but without feeling oily. So this is really important because you don't want to strip the natural oils in your skin. So this is a great product. The Skin Do Mist, fantastic product. It's got the hyaluronic acid in it. This is a really big one. So if you hear anyone talking about skincare, this is definitely a product you want in your skincare range. It's a spritz spray, and you can spray it on and it locks the moisture in the skin, keeping it like soft and supple and hydrated. It helps the products that Sisel make to penetrate deeper into the skin, and it also helps to prepare the application for the Sisel products, and it leaves your skin glowing with a nice, fresh feeling. You like this product?
I do, yeah. After I put on the different products that I used, mainly my main products are the Actify and the Transfusium, and then I'll spray this on to kind of lock it in, like Katie said.
Yeah. So the Actify, yeah, our favorite product. Curt and I love this one. So this supports the skin structure and delivers up to 6,000 times the moisture. The ingredients in this product expand out into the skin and hold about 6 times its weight in hyaluronic acid. So it keeps your skin really moist. And so without looking oily. And if that happens, then you're going to have less lines and wrinkles. There's some protection there against UV, natural protection against UVA, B, and C. And it helps to protect the DNA. So this is a really fantastic product. It's got low molecular weight hyaluronic acid in there as well.
You bet.
We've got the video there. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go to your video shortly. Transfusium, do you want to say a bit about this?
I love the Transfusium product. When Tom came out with that one, it was just, I just thought it was amazing. He worked with some top dermatologists and skincare people to put this together. He worked with them to, what would they, if they could come up with a skincare product, what would they use? What would they put in it? And that's how he designed it. He just said, I'm going to put that in there. Okay, I'm going to put that in there too. And it's got 24 active ingredients, and each one has a different function. There's one that nourishes the skin cells. There's one that protects against UVA, UVB. There's one that helps to rebuild the structure that holds your skin firm. There's one that plumps and hydrates. I mean, each ingredient just has a separate thing. And Katie's going to play a video. The first 30 days that I used the product, I took a photo of myself every day, every couple of days. And then a friend of mine took that and put it into a 30-second video. He made a time-lapse video with those photos that I took, and it was pretty amazing what it did to my skin once I saw those 30 days side by side. So much so that I was actually kind of afraid to show it to people because I figured they'd think that I photoshopped it. But look at that, and then look at my picture live on the video today, and you'll see that it really did help a lot.
Yeah. So Rapid Repair Night Cream. So this product helps to maintain the moisture, and it contains powerful antioxidants. It's got ergothioneine in it, which is a great ingredient for protecting or supporting the face with wrinkles. And it promotes obviously healthy skin and hydrates. It plumps and moisturizes the skin, and it fights inflammation in the skin. So we'll see a picture here of this lady who used the Rapid Repair Night Cream. She actually had a burn to her face. She went to hospital, and they tried to, or they did prescribe an ointment that was valued at $250, said it would take 3 months to heal. She started using the Rapid Repair Night Cream, and she healed really quickly, went back, and the doctors couldn't believe how quickly her skin had recovered. So the appearance of her skin just looking dramatically better. So we've got another great testimonial here from Lucy, which is Carmel's daughter. She's been using the Sisel Age Pill, which is a great product, stem cell regeneration for improving the skin. And Curt, do you want to talk a little bit about how the Age Pill can help with skin?
You bet. Well, I mean, the Age Pill, just as it says, it helps with aging, right? Anti-glycation extreme is what Age Pill stands for, and when you're looking at the skin, it gets damaged. It damaged a lot, and so when you take a product that helps to rebuild the stem cells and helps the body to rejuvenate, that's what you get. That's the kind of results that you get.
Yeah, fantastic.
One of the things that the ingredients in the Age Pill do is they do protect against UVA damage, and when they first started looking at nicotinamide riboside, one of the first things I remember reading that is that they figured it would really help out with traveling to Mars, traveling into outer space, because it would protect the skin cells from developing cancer. So we can't make that kind of a claim, but that was one of the things that they did research on.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so this is the full use of the skincare program. This picture was what really got me into using the Sisel Skincare. So she took 2 pictures There, one was where before she started using the skincare regime, the full regime. So that includes this cleanser. She was using the Transfusium Rapid Repair Night Cream, Skin Dew Mist, and well, the exfolium didn't exist at that time, but she was using all of the full skincare in the order and the way that it's been prescribed, or the steps that have been directed. And this is the sort of results she got. And I thought, wow, that looks like really Curt. She's had a facelift. I mean, that's how good the results are with this picture. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to use the full skincare system of Sisel's. And you know, I've never looked back. I've had, you know, great results with the skincare. This particular photo here is just with the Transfusium, so showing how the improvement in the skin there of the wrinkles and lines. We've got Dr. Curt's picture here, but we've got your video. I'm just going to flip to your video. There's me when, yeah, 34 to 40 there. So you can see lines across the forehead and around the eyes, 40, and not really much going on there at 40. So, and I'm nearly 50 now, and I'm still doing pretty well. I'm going to come to Curt's video in a second here. We've got Sisel H2 stick. Just quickly, I want to touch on this before I jump into your video. She'd used, and I've forgotten her name, it's just slipped my mind.
Melanie.
Yes, thank you, Melanie. She was using the H2 stick on her face. Do you want to explain that to people?
Right. Well, I mean, just you have I guess super hydrated water is what H2 sticks helps develop. And so it's just like wetter water, and you put it on the skin, it absorbs better, and it helps rejuvenate those cells.
Yeah, fantastic. So we'll just go to the next slide here. This is your video now here, Curt. Let me just see that we're sharing correctly.
So look at those deep lines on my face. You can really see it, the red lines and all of that. I mean, here's day 7. It hasn't changed much yet, but I mean, in reality, it really did, you know, when I was looking at it myself. But look at it here by the 14th day, the 15th day, all of a sudden those lines are just totally disappearing. The redness is going away. And boom.
That's incredible.
In a month.
That's Curt's skin. Yeah, in a month.
Right.
What a great video, yeah.
And when he put that video together, when he put that in a video, I mean, look at that. Look at how that started out. Look at how my skin was, and then look at the end. And people say, "Oh no, you photoshopped that." Absolutely not. I don't even know how to Photoshop to this day.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, let me just share here. Hang on. Yeah, so do you want to talk about how collagen B3 can help with people's skin?
You bet. Well, you know, collagen, there's different kinds of collagen. There's some collagen, like if you look at, collagen type 2, denatured, undenatured, you know, that's great for like your joints. You wear out your knee. Type 2 collagen is really, really good for rebuilding that. But there's different types of collagen, and we have it in here in different blends. And one of the things when you look at B3, you know, the collagen B3, one of them is for beauty. That's because it helps out with the skin. It helps out with the skin. And so collagen helps to hold that structure in place, the structure that holds your skin firm. You know, think of it like a bridge. The bridge has to have a structure to hold the bridge up. Well, that's the same thing with your skin. You have to have a structure that holds it up, and that's where the collagen comes in.
Yeah, fantastic. There's other products that we've talked about the age pill. So obviously vitamins and minerals are really important for skin health. If you're deficient in certain vitamins and minerals, your skin's not going to look as good. Also, the age pill helps to combat glycation. It's called anti-glycation extreme. And so it goes to work to remove the glycation or support the body to remove glycation. And that has the effect of improving the appearance of the skin. And it can be quite dramatic, actually, with the age pill. I love this product for skin. And then you've also got a great product there called Vital Vision, which supports eye bags. You know, the tissue that's under the eyes, you've got some fat that sits under the eyes, and you want that nice and plump because that actually cushions the eye and, you know, creates more an improved appearance of the eye and supports eye bags. And this is the final picture here. This is really showing drastic or dramatic effect of the Sisel Age Pill on the skin here. This is Leanne's brother, and he got great results with the product after 5 months. He's a type 1 diabetic. So if somebody's got diabetes because they got issues with the regulation of sugar and insulin in their body, they're more susceptible to wrinkles than other people. And so, working on the diet there, improving that situation, and taking nutritional support can make a big difference in the appearance of the skin. As you can see here, phenomenal results there.
Fantastic
so I think
results.
that is it. So that is the conclusion of our presentation.
You bet. And look at my skin. You can see that those deep lines that were there, they're still gone. That was what 8 years ago. 8 years ago in that video. So
Fantastic.
yeah. I've got some bags under my eyes though. Lack of sleep from 2 weeks of camping, 2 weeks of camping and hunting.
Yeah, definitely sleep's important for skin. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. Liesel's doing a call on the 30th with the new announcement for the shipping. It'll be the last weekend of the month. And I've posted that in the group, so you can see the dates there for the up and coming corporate calls. So we've got some exciting changes, things that are being implemented for our market, that should make a big difference to us. So that's really exciting what's forthcoming. So look forward to that. And thanks for jumping on today.